Okay, welcome everyone to our Discover Arbonne this evening. I am just so excited to be able to host this call alongside my super great pal, Elizabeth. So we are going to be coming to you tonight with a bit of information around our stories, how we got started with the business opportunity, as well as we are going to dive into a little bit more information about the company, the business model, as well as the income potential. And so I just want to preface all of this with the fact that whoever sent this recording to you, if you're watching the replay, please reach out to them with any questions, as we may not cover everything in the call tonight. But I know with absolute certainty that whoever sent this to you would be very happy to continue that conversation with you. So anyways, without further ado, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. I think it's probably still on the screen. My name is Mandy Dolan, and I am a regional vice president and independent consultant here with Arbonne. I have been with the company for a little over 10 years. I actually celebrated this past February, which I am very incredibly proud of. And I have to say that that time has flown by. I reside here in Saskatoon with my husband, Mike, and our two girls, Hadley and Josie, who are 8 and 5, as well as our chocolate lab, Murphy. And if you know me, you know that I have ridden horses all of my life. It's just a part of who I am and what I do. And I think that this is a really great segue into Lizzie introducing herself. So I will pass it over to you.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm so excited to be on this call with Mandy. My name is Elizabeth Wilson. I will actually be 21 next week. It's my birthday. And I have been with Arbonne since the end of January. I started with 11 days left in the month. I am currently a district manager, but this month I am going for area quals. I grew up in a family with 6 kids. I was fourth oldest, and now I live just about 5 minutes south of Hague with my boyfriend, our 3 horses, our 6 barn cats, and our red heeler, Jerry, who is just a bundle of joy. And alongside Arbonne, I also work at a seed plant in Vanscoy, and I love my position there. I love my role there. But with that, there's was something in me that was always kind of seeking more, but I didn't really know what more was until Mandy approached me with Arbonne. And even then, it took me a year before I was like, wait, this is the more that I've been looking for, that I've been searching for. It just took me a year to decide. But I was the one that had all the, what's the word I'm looking for? All the reasons not to. Like, I didn't have the time. I was too busy. Like, what if it didn't work? Like, that was my big fear. Like, what if it doesn't work? And you'll find out that even if it, like, I don't want to say even if it doesn't work, but like, what do you have to lose? And you'll find out tonight that you have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. And so horses is actually what initially brought Lizzie and I together. Initially, we were riding at the same, well, she was working at the barn that I was riding at. And I think I just really love this story, Lizzie. So I'll just share it really quick, but feel free to hop in. She was a avid Red Bull user. And so there she was guzzling these Red Bulls, and there I was just like, kindly, shoving a fizz stick in her direction. And anyways, so yes, that's where we met. And it feels like I've known Lizzie for years, and we actually need to calculate it, but I don't feel like it's been any longer than 3, which is wild to me.
Yeah. I know Mandy seems like she's been a part of my life forever. She's not only like my mentor in Arbonne, but she is one of my best friends, and I look up to her like as a friend, as a mentor, but like her role as a mother is just so inspiring, and I look up to her so much through that. I'm not a mom, but one day.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it is just so amazing to be able to do this business alongside somebody like Elizabeth. It just, I mean, this business is fun in general, but when you get to do it with amazing people, it's just like one of the best things in the world. So. Okay, so yeah, that's a little bit about us. I also just want to share, I guess, really quick that, when I was first approached by this business opportunity, I started with the products, and when I was first approached with the business opportunity, I could not figure out why the individual at the time was approaching me. I couldn't figure it out. I was going to school, I was wrapping up my agribusiness degree. I was riding horses basically from morning to night, obviously not married, no children at the time. And I just thought to myself, why would I want anything different? And it's so interesting how my why and reason for joining this business has continued to evolve over time. And when I first decided to say yes, I basically said yes because I was following the heart tug. And I thought, if I could make an extra couple $100 and just pay for a couple tanks of gas, maybe a little groceries, maybe a few nights out with friends, like I am winning. And however, as time went on, and obviously as I became a wife and had a mortgage and then had children. I am so, so incredibly grateful that I did follow that heart tug and that I did say yes. Because it has just allowed not only me, but my family and so many other people around me so many more choices and so much more opportunity. And so, with that being said, I just want to quickly jump into just a few facts about the company of Arbonne. And so, first and foremost, Arbonne is a 40-year-old health and wellness company, which is just something that I am so proud of. I don't know how many other businesses can within this realm or within this industry can say the same. Our two major categories are nutrition and skincare. We are vegan, non-toxic, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and we have no artificial flavors or additives added to any of our products. We follow the European standards, which, if you don't know, is the strictest ingredient policy. And we have and so within this ingredient policy, we actually ban over 1,400 ingredients. So just to give you an idea, Canada and the US ban less than 20 ingredients, which is wild. Arbonne has banned, on top of that, an additional 600 ingredients, totaling over 2,000 ingredients that we will not use in our products. One of the coolest things about this company is that we have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you could literally purchase a bag of protein or a skincare line or a box of fizz with 30 sticks and use it for 30 days. Use an entire product and then decide whether or not you want to commit to that investment. One other thing that I really want to speak to here is the fact that we are what's called B Corp certified. And so when this was first announced, I by no means was in the loop in terms of what B Corp certification was. But basically, we are a business that is used as a force for good. So essentially, we put people and the planet ahead of profits. And so, however, though, the B Corp certification is very difficult to acquire. We are audited every year, and every 3 years, we actually need to be recertified. So, just to give you an idea, there are over 150,000 companies that try to get this certification, and only around 4% actually do. So, anyways, just a little fun fact. I'm going to go ahead and, on that note, turn it over to Lizzie. Do you want to chit chat a little bit about the business model? Or do you want me to kick? Oh, I'll kick that off.
Yeah, and then I'm popping in.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, anybody that's on, if you have any questions, just feel free to raise your hand, pop it in the chat, whatever works best for you. And of course, if you're watching the replay, just feel free to reach out to anybody that has sent you this if you have any questions. Okay, so switching gears a little bit, I just want to chit chat a little bit about the business model. Okay, so Arbonne is known as a network marketing company, and it's so interesting because honestly, in today's day and age, it's hard to come across somebody that hasn't had some type of an experience to some capacity with a network marketing company. So we can also be referred to as social marketing or social selling, and we are just a distribution system. So it's a way to get products from where they are made into the hands of the consumer in a way simpler format. So in traditional retail, we, know that as we walk into a store, buy a product off a shelf, a lot of the money goes into advertising, with celebrity endorsements, which costs a lot of money. And so that cost is then redirected to us. Okay, so in the world of network marketing, where we get to eliminate kind of that middleman, that cost is sent back to us, and so we get paid instead of people like celebrities. Okay, and so um, again, in traditional business, things that we don't have to cover in network marketing are things like people to run the tills or stock the shelves or power bills, security contracts, those types of things we get to all eliminate when it comes to network marketing. Lizzie, I'm going to pass it over to you now.
Okay, so I just wanted to talk and kind of do a little bit of a comparison. So we do network marketing and there is influencer marketing. So if you think of your favorite influencer, whoever that may be, a lot of times they get brands that reach out to them and will give them kind of like a cash bonus or a brand deal to talk about this product. And then they have this code that they can hand out to their followers. And with that code, they earn the commission off of that while they have that code. But that code eventually expires. And with Arbonne, like we don't have that. You have your website, you have that code, and you're creating lifetime clients, like a lifetime value with them versus the celebrities or the influencers who are doing it for like they're not getting lifetime clients. The product may get a lifetime client, but they're not subscribing to the influencer. They're going to purchase the product and get the discount from that influencer for however long that code is valid for. And that's not the case with Arbonne. You are the code and your code doesn't expire. So you're going to if they buy today, if they buy a month from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, you're still earning the commission off of that. And then another thing is with influencer marketing, like there's always a belief that like, oh, I don't, this was kind of one of my doubts, like, well, I don't have like 10,000 followers on Instagram. Like, how am I going to grow this business? How is anyone going to like, but that's not how it works. Like for influencers, yes, that's how they do it. They need to have this big following, but that's not the case with Arbonne. So yeah.
Yeah, that is all too true. All too true, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, so while you're at it, Lizzie, you do such a good job. Can you go over the income potential? Like, what can a person earn, or how does a person go about earning within a company like Arbonne?
Yeah. Okay, so within Arbonne, there's only 4 levels of management. And when you sign up, you originally start as a consultant. And at that level, there's no monthly minimums, there's no auto ship. You don't have to pay $2,000 to start your business to have all this product. It's $65 to start. So that's what you have to lose here. It's $65. I know I've spent $65 on a lot worse things. And yeah, so as a consultant, like that's what you're investing into this. You don't have to spend $200 every month to make sure you have this product or $2,000 on this or whatever. Like that's not how it works. And that was another thought in my head as to why I shouldn't start this was like, oh, I can't do that. And oh, it's going to cost so much to start and this and that. And I just kept replaying all these excuses in my head as to why not to start. And I've been proven that like these are just excuses. I was holding myself back. But anyway, so within Arbonne, there's only 4 levels of management. The first level is a district manager, and this is what's average, what's typical, but not everyone is average and typical. Like I blew my own expectations. Like when I started this, I was like, okay, I'll start and cool if I make $100 this month, that's awesome. And like, I didn't really realize the potential of this and how much I truly could make. But as a district manager, you are earning anywhere between $200 and $1,000 a month. And that level is usually reached between 1 to 3 months of your business. I personally did it in 39 days. There was a gal who did it in 2 days. Like it's however you want to work your business. And that's what I love about this is like I still have my full-time job and I still have all these other priorities and things I have to do in my life. But I can work this business like whenever, wherever, and I can build it as fast as I want. Like I'm in charge of my business. Like this is me, which is still like I say that and I say my business and I'm like, holy crap, I'm a business owner. Like I'm doing this. It wows me every day. Anyways, the next level is area manager, which is the level I am working towards promoting to. And at that level, you are earning anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000 a month. And usually that is between 6 and 12 months. And that's just an average. That's just a number. That doesn't mean it's going to take you that long. You could do it in 3 months or you could do it in a year and a half. Again, it's how you want to work your business. The third level of management is a regional vice president. And at this level, you are earning anywhere between $5,000 and $15,000 a month. And at this level, there is also a VP award, which is either a cash bonus or it gets put towards a white Mercedes Benz. The option is up to you. And then the last level is a national vice president. And on average, you are making $22,000 a month. When I heard that number, I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of money. Like, that is life changing. And on average, it only takes 3 to 5 years to reach that level. And as a national vice president, you are also earning a trip for two to Maui every single year, which is crazy. I personally have never left Canada. I live in Saskatchewan, I've been to Alberta and Manitoba. So the thought of like going to Maui every year is just crazy. And yeah, like I didn't even realize that was possible. Like when I first started this, I don't even think like I don't know when I first heard that number, but when I heard that number, I was like, wow. And and then another part of me was like, well, I can't do it. And being a part of this business and getting to know the community and like we have team calls every week, like everyone is doing this. Like it's not like Mandy's doing this. Well, Mandy and I ride horses. Like we're the same. Like I just kept thinking like, well, I can't do it because I'm not like them. But like, look at where Mandy is. And Mandy is also going towards her. Uh, Mandy's going to become a national vice president. But it's just like all these things that I kept holding myself back, my beliefs that were like telling me like, I can't do this because, I can't do this because. But now I'm like, I'm seeing the people that are doing it. And I'm like, well, look at their life and like look at where they started. And the reason they got to that level was because of themselves. Like they did it. They wanted to. And that's something that I have to like keep repeating to myself is like, you can do it. Like the only person holding you back from doing this is yourself. And like I like repeat that to myself all the time. And like I said I wasn't gonna start this business, but I did. I allowed myself to start. I allowed myself to reach district manager. I'm allowing myself to go for area manager. Like, let yourself do it. There is more out there for you. And like, you just have to allow yourself, which is hard to do sometimes. And you hold yourself back but don't just, it's scary. It's going to be scary, but you're not alone. Like when I started this business, I started it for myself. I was like, cool, $100 a month, $500 a month. That would be cool. And then I heard $22,000 a month, and I was like, holy smokes. But another awesome thing with Arbonne is we get paid 5 times a month, and you have the opportunity to get a bonus every month. Like I know with jobs I've worked in the past, like you're lucky if you get a Christmas bonus. Not everyone gets a Christmas bonus at their job, but you can earn a bonus every single month running your business. And the
Yeah.
bonuses run, I think it's 130.
Yep. 130 up to, I have to double check what the NVP is, but RVP is 760.
Okay. Yeah. So like a monthly bonus every single month.
Yeah.
Like,
NVP would be, I believe it's 1,000. So
yeah.
yeah, some people are
So
maybe getting that once a year.
yeah, maybe if you're lucky. Like,
Yeah.
but you have the opportunity to do this every single month. And like you just have to allow yourself to do it and like get over the fears. And like I know it's so much easier said than done. Like I was the one that put it off for a year because I had all these fears and these limiting beliefs and reasons I couldn't. And just like one thing that well, several things I've learned. But like joining this business, it has become so much more to me than like my why has, again, like Mandy said, how her why has evolved. Like mine has too. Like it's why, like, of course I'm still doing it for the extra money. Like, of course I want the $22,000 a month and that trip to Maui. But like the amount I've learned just like about myself, like I've just been on this incredible like self growth journey that I didn't even know I needed. But gosh, like I'm 20 years old. Life is so confusing. I'm just learning how to be an adult. I'm just learning about bills and taxes and this and that. Like it's life's hard.
Hmm.
So I have, for those of you listening, I'm listening to the recording or on the call or whatever. I have a couple questions. Like, what would $1,000 a month do for you right now? Like, what would you put that towards? How would that help you? Okay, so think about that. $1,000 a month. I know what I would do with it. Okay, now what would an extra $22,000 a month do for you? Like, what would you do with all that?
And not
You could
just
go
once, but
not
like
just once, but
monthly.
every single month.
Hmm.
Like, I have goosebumps saying that number. So,
I have goosebumps. You saying that that gives me goosebumps because it's the beautiful thing is it's totally available and possible for absolutely anyone. And just to stem off of that, one of the absolute like best things about this business is helping people.
yeah.
It's yes, of course, we all need a means of making a living. Okay. So obviously, yeah, of course, like the financial piece of it, I love that. But what I love more is how I am making that. So when I have the opportunity to help people with products and that align with them and make them feel good or help people with the business and which also aligns with them and makes them feel good,
Mhm.
that is that's like you just can't put a number on that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's like Mandy, when she started sharing these products with me, I stopped drinking Red Bulls. Like, I stopped having the jitters and the shakes. And it's like, wow, this is amazing. And now for me to get to share that with people and like them telling me, like, wow, like, you've been so helpful for me. Like, this has changed my life. Like, this has become a daily step in my routine. Like,
Yeah.
it makes you stand taller. And like, I'm just like, wow, like, I did a good deed. Like, I helped that person and their life is better because I helped them. And now I can help them help others. And it's just like a seed that keeps growing.
The butterfly effect. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lizzie, I have a quick question for you before we wrap this up. And that is you spoke about allowing yourself to do the things. So I'm curious, at what point did you start allowing, or at what point did you decide that this is what you were going to do?
Honestly, I have to say it was after our leadership school conference in Calgary. I Mandy invited me to this conference. It's called Leadership School. I didn't really know what it was, but she said it was awesome. And I was like, okay, it's awesome. And Mandy's going, so I'll go. And I literally bawled my eyes out through the whole conference. And like, it wasn't like there was awesome training topics, but just like hearing the people speak. And it was like, there was an area manager that spoke and like national vice presidents. And like, I still kind of had the thought in the back of my mind that like, well, I can't do it because I'm not like them. Like, look at where they're at. But hearing where they started from the beginning of their business and how this business has literally transformed their lives. And I'm like, oh shit, like this can do this for me too.
Yeah.
Like, I just have to allow myself to do it. Like, I just need to stop telling myself that I can't be like them and I can't do this because of XYZ. Like, just stop putting these excuses out for myself because I'm the only one putting the excuses out
Yeah.
there. Like, I'm the
100%.
only one holding myself back. So if I just allow myself to do it, like, of course, I still have my fears and my doubts. That's normal. We're humans.
Hmm.
But I've just learned how to overcome them. And like with Mandy as a mentor, like she helps me overcome these fears. Like Mandy always says, like if you need belief, borrow some of mine.
Hmm.
And like, yeah, just it's so much easier said than done to just let go and allow yourself to do stuff. Um, but just do it one step at a time,
Yeah.
like one conversation at a time, and like you'll thank yourself for it later. It's
100%.
gonna be hard. It'll be a rocky road. There's ups and downs. That's how life works. But like this could change your life.
Yeah.
Like I've only been at it since the end of January, and like the changes of my life, like drastic.
Yeah.
Not just financially, but like emotionally. Like just I walked so much taller. Like I the community within Arbonne, like the amount of amazing men and women I've met, like it's not just women that do this. There are lots of dudes that do this too. But like the amount of support you have, like on training calls, on just in our team group chats, like any self doubt I had or negative talk, like it's still there, but it's like a whisper now.
Hmm.
And I just, because I have this team that is just like leading me and like we're all going to the top. We're all doing it together. Like I could just go on and on about this forever,
Yeah.
but I might cry
No,
if I do it.
I know, me too. I could talk all night long too. So, oh, Lindsay, I'm so proud of you. And like I said at the beginning of this call, it's one thing to have the blessing that, we get to do this business. It's another one that I get to do it with you. So I'm so, so grateful that you hopped on and we were able to do this Discover Arbonne together tonight. Yeah, like I said, if there are any questions at all, just feel free to reach out to whoever sent you this recording. And I know with absolute certainty that they will love to help you out. So, anyways, with that being said, I will go ahead and end the recording.